Hi, welcome back to depression-youarenot-alone.com. I'm Shannon. To my right is Lou. And behind the scenes is John. John, would you like to say hello?
No.
There you go.
And Lily's sleeping
And
on my
Lily's
foot.
down here. She's sleeping. She's hot.
On my foot sleeping.
She's a hot tamale.
I wanted to talk about mental illness, obviously, right? When we talk about how real mental illness is. We talked about a celebrity several times. You love him. I don't see the attraction.
I do. Well, no, wait, hold on. Before you say who it is, I love his acting. I love his acting. He intrigues me except for one thing that I do not agree with, but...
Really, one?
Well, two things that I know of.
How about the women that marry him have to escape?
All right, whatever. Just go ahead.
Mr. Tom Cruise, who said mental illness is not real.
I don't like that.
He even went after Brooke Shields.
Yeah, he did.
When Brooke Shields was struggling, and he went after her.
Yeah. And she went back after him,
She went back after him.
She went after him.
And then he apologized.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. That apology is garbage.
Yeah, I agree. 100%.
Apology is garbage. But isn't that how people think, right?
Mm-hmm.
If it doesn't affect me, it's not real. Not everybody. The weaklings. The ones that do harm. If it's not about me, if I don't experience it, it's all BS. It's not real. Tell that to the millions that have lost their lives or have suffered with mental illness.
Mm-hmm.
Tell them that.
Yeah.
Right? But that's the nature of, with a lot of people. Usually it tends to be the crappiest people on the planet. You look at Dick Cheney, for example. Remember Dick Cheney, our former vice president?
Oh, yeah. Good name for him.
Very
Dick.
right-wing conservative. But he was okay with gay marriage. Why? His daughter was lesbian.
Yeah.
If he didn't have a lesbian daughter, he'd probably be against
It
it.
would be a different story.
He'd be against it.
I'm surprised, like, Lindsey Graham should be for it.
Lindsey Graham.
He should be for it.
Lindsey Graham should be for gay rights. And actually should be.
Yeah.
And no locks on the closet doors. So
Yeah,
you
at
can
least,
come out of them.
At least that's
So
our
you can come in
opinion.
and you can come out of the closet with no problem. No restrictions. And you're going to pull on the door.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, Uganda just passed laws, the African nation of Uganda, criminalizing homosexuality.
What a freaking
Wasn't it up till the death penalty?
Up to the death penalty.
Yeah.
And not only that, it's if you own a property and you rent to someone who you know is homosexual, you now are a criminal as well. And the interesting thing about that, and we're not going to get into a lot of detail because we do a different podcast, which we get into more detail on that. The interesting thing on that, you know who was pushing for this? Was right-wing religious Americans were there pushing for this.
Of course.
Okay? Congratulations that you got Uganda to pass these barbaric laws.
Totally barbaric.
Uganda, you should be very proud of yourselves.
I wonder how the
hatred that these people.
I wonder how the Ugandan government officials' bank accounts are doing now.
It just amazes me these people with religion attached to them are so hateful. So you're born gay. So in Uganda, the second you're born, you're a criminal.
Yeah.
Which you may end up getting the death penalty.
You don't even have a shot.
Well, what they're going to do is they're going to run a test when the mother's still pregnant. They're going to run a test on the kid, and if it turns out the genes are leaning towards gayness, there's an abortion there.
Really, they're going to do that in Uganda? Okay, I don't know what that.
What do you mean a gene leaning towards gayness?
I mean, it's just
come on.
saying, it's just.
There's not a gene leaning towards gayness.
They'll do that in Uganda with all of their advanced labs and advanced.
No, the religious guys from this country will take their,
Americans.
Yeah, but there's not a gene that leads towards gayness. A gene doesn't. Oh my God!
I know that, yeah, but they're
homosexual.
just coming up with something.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. Well,
Just
that's just
thinking out loud.
absurd, Yeah.
Just living in a world where there's so much difficulty in life. Mental illness, debt, family,
Lily.
so many things going on in life, and having so many evil people making it worse for everyone,
Absolutely.
making it so much harder for everyone else. Like Mr. Tom Cruise, man, you jump out of your plane, jump out of your planes. I know you're full of yourself. Don't even use a parachute next time. Just jump out. You should just land on your feet.
I don't think that would happen. But.
To say mental illness is not real and criticizing people that are battling mental illness.
Yeah.
You have to be, in my opinion, one of the goddamn stupidest people on the fucking planet to say that it's not real.
Oh, I agree with
People
you 100%.
commit suicide.
Yeah. Yeah.
There are so many different forms of mental illness, bipolar disorder.
Manic depressive.
I mean, look at on the website Friday night on Fridays. We publish
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah,
every week. We do a certain mental illness disease,
A different one.
different one.
Yeah.
And there's still a lot more to go.
My God, there's a plethora.
And, someone can read a certain one and say, okay, really? Maybe to you, not real, or you don't understand it, but to the person
That's
battling
going through it.
it's very real.
It is.
Very real. The point is that, knowing as much as we know now, a lot more than we did 20 years ago or 30 years ago, and we'll probably know more in 20 or 30 years, I would think.
I hope so.
How we have these people, governments, celebrities that are known globally, spewing the crap they spew. We need that?
We don't, but unfortunately,
There's that saying, live and let live.
Oh no, you can't do that.
No, it's live the way I want or die.
Yeah.
And my problem is I've always had this problem. I've said this many times. I will continue to say it because this situation of Gandhi is a perfect example. People that attach themselves to God or religion, for somehow it makes their words and what they're trying to do legit. I don't know that God is.
No matter what religion, it all works the
matter.
same. It all
it
works the
doesn't
same.
matter. It doesn't.
It doesn't matter. When they can attach themselves to that and make themselves legit in pushing hate, not pushing love, pushing hate.
Yeah.
Either you do what I want you to do or die.
Think about that.
Not getting into a lot of politics, but in our state of Florida here, we have our Governor Ron DeSantis. Again, I'm not getting into politics. I'm just explaining the mentality. Where the freedom for Ron DeSantis and the state legislature to tell you what books you can read, what books you can't read. Ladies, if you get raped, if you need to get an abortion, control over your own body, telling you what they're allowing you to do.
Yeah, just think about what
Don't
you just
say
said.
gay in schools.
Don't say gay. We'll have book burnings here soon.
Oh, I'm sure we will.
Book
That's probably
burnings.
coming up next.
Well,
That's
it'll
for
be
sure.
and it'll be
Freedom.
government-sponsored book burnings. I can see
Freedom.
that coming.
Freedom is what if your neighbor is gay? So it could be
why,
friends.
Why do you
they
care?
can end up being your friends and helpful and be there for you, instead of, oh, you're gay? No, then
No, you have to.
No.
I can't deal with you.
to me it's not acceptable. So the problem too is people in positions of power that
Absolutely.
pass laws,
Yeah. I
legislators, people that pass laws, harming other people.
agree. Harming.
But the problem there is you got the morons that vote for these people.
Yeah, which is a
Which is a
part of
big
the
problem.
electorate. Or those that spew a lot of things and you ask them, did you vote? No.
No.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. You just like to, whatever, do your
Oh,
thing.
but I'm going to this protest because I can get laid, I think.
This thing with hatred and downplaying what other people go through because I didn't go through it. I don't understand this.
Well,
I understand the battle.
right.
I understand the battle. I don't understand why we have to battle these people too. The
You
battle's
can't
enough.
fix stupid.
Yes, that's true.
You can't.
You can fix ignorant, but not stupid.
The battle is enough, and now you have to battle these people that are spewing hatred, division, the
And then-
death penalty for being gay.
And then
Yeah.
what it does to
with
mental
Americans
health.
involved in that, American Christians involved in that. What kind of Christianity do you believe in? Maybe, I don't know, maybe like the church used to say, maybe who makes you think like this? Could it be Satan?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Satan.
Yeah.
With your bulbous region all tingling and
Jesus.
you people you're shit. I'm sorry. I hate to say
It
this.
is.
And you know, we do a mental illness, mental health thing here. But these people that are bringing other people down and attacking them and downplaying what they go through, or even saying it's not real. To say a mental illness is not real.
Well, you look at when they legalized gay marriage.
But hold on, this is an actor who makes believe he's someone else.
That's what actors do.
That's not real. Hey, that's not
It's
real. We can
not.
agree to that.
Yeah.
These stunts, he does a lot of his stunts. There are a lot of
That is
stunts
true.
he doesn't do. They're done with special effects and stuff.
Actually,
That's not real.
I am gonna intervene in. He does do most of his stunts, but go ahead.
He does the ones that he can. There are some that are not
Of
humanly
course.
possible.
Right.
Okay?
That's
They're done with
kinda
special
obvious,
effects.
but yeah.
That's not real.
Exactly.
That's what an actor does.
Yeah.
We understand that. We appreciate the work.
Yeah, it's entertainment.
And we're entertained by
Yeah,
it.
for sure.
Understood. But to say something real like mental illness is not real?
Yeah,
Man,
not right.
man, you know what? My suggestion is I hope you're a contortionist.
A big one.
So
really.
you can go do you know what to yourself. And shut the hell up, do your movies, marry women, entrap them, have them escape, believe you're going to have your own planet when you die. Believe all of that, because that's real.
Yes.
And-
yes, that's real.
And
But if he
You
wants
get that
magic
planet.
underwear, he's going to have to change religions.
I just don't get it. People don't attack them. You know what? You attack everyone. You attack people that will post something on Twitter or Facebook, something harmless. That person will be attacked. These celebrities do whatever the hell they want, and nothing happens. Attack them.
No, because they're worshipped by a lot of people. It's idol worship, basically.
Absolute stupidity. Mental illness is not real. You know what? He should be sitting here so I could interview him. I'd chew him up and spit him out. I'll give you statistics. I'll give you everything you need. I'll chew you up and spit you out. Then you can go and jump out of a plane and do
Well,
whatever the hell you do.
Back to the gay marriage thing. When they legalized gay marriage, you got all these right-wing religious groups saying that gay marriage is going to,
Destroy the sanctity of marriage.
the sanctity of Christian marriage. Really?
And it might make you gay. You might be gay.
Yeah, as if
I can't.
as if gay people don't have enough on their plate
honestly,
to have to put up with that crap.
It's just
And
absolutely.
and you know what they're doing too with drag shows. I have a simple solution for that. If you don't like drag shows,
don't
to them.
go.
Yeah.
Just like guess
Don't
what?
cause hatred.
Guess what? If you don't like NASCAR, don't go to NASCAR.
Exactly.
Let's do away with NASCAR. Oh my God, Civil
Because
War.
this
the
affects
South,
mental
the South
health.
was Civil War again.
Yeah.
It's going to be another Civil War.
NASCAR's
No
great.
NASCAR. Well, that's
Yeah.
my weekend.
NASCAR's great. One big left
That's
turn.
my whole weekend.
Really? I don't see how. I'm into car racing. NASCAR, forget it.
I told this story before about an older gentleman from Texas. I told him I want a podcast, I don't know, maybe a year ago or more. And I mean, he's an older gentleman. Where he said to me, therapy saved his life. He had lost his wife. I think it was cancer. Lost his wife. His brother, an older gentleman like him as well. I'm talking like 80, like 80s.
That's older.
His older brother was ill, committed suicide. And this was like boom, boom, back to back. It just threw him over the
Of
edge.
course. How could it not?
And he went and got therapy, and he said it saved his life.
Yeah.
Now, someone can hear this and say, okay, good, that's great.
Yeah.
You don't understand. That's not typical for an older gentleman from
I
Texas.
agree. I agree.
Okay?
No.
Not only to do it, but to tell me, who didn't know me, and told me. So he was proud of the fact that it was helpful for him.
Yeah.
Not only that, he got the right therapist.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you
Well, the
don't, you
fact that
don't
he even
always.
took the initiative to go out
Exactly,
and get
yeah.
help.
Because a lot of those older people
they
like
don't,
that,
They won't.
No.
They
especially in
won't.
certain parts of the country,
They
because
took
it does
the
matter.
initiative of- yeah.
Does matter the culture of that area. They don't do that.
No.
They typically don't do that.
Yeah. Well, good for him.
And they don't tell anybody if they did. They don't
No.
tell
Oh my God,
anybody.
that'd be-
Because
yeah.
it shows weakness.
Yeah. Well, good for
And
him.
he did it and told me.
Yeah, that's good. He could
And he was,
share it.
and he was proud of it.
Like I said, he got the
Right.
right therapist.
And he was proud of saying it. So you have people
that's
trying,
huge.
doing the best they can, struggling, doing the best they can.
Yeah.
Sadly, sometimes it's not enough,
It's not.
and sometimes there are results that are very sad.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have people with a platform attacking, minimizing. I don't know where we're headed. I don't know where we're headed, because you know what? We should all be united. Any politician that tries to spew that garbage should be torn up, eaten up, and spit out.
Absolutely.
And guess what? You're not getting reelected.
Yeah, that's.
You're not getting reelected.
It's only going to get worse.
Because you know what? Whether you're Democrat, Republican, liberal, conservative, religious, atheist, agnostic, there's mental illness somewhere in your family.
I'm sure there is.
And maybe with you at some point in life, maybe temporary, but at some point in life. And
There-
to have anyone say
At least the symptom of
it's
it.
not real, it's, get over it, or BS, or this or that, this is just not acceptable.
No, it's not.
There was a
It's
poll.
actually quite sad.
There was a poll done years ago. I don't even remember who the hell who did it. But basically, it said that like 75% of the American population have or had some sort of mental illness.
Oh, it's prevalent. It's out there. It's
There
I
are
mean,
people that
there's
don't
mild
realize-
stuff. There's all kinds of different forms. Of
yeah.
mental
They may
illness.
not even realize that they
There are
have.
Yeah,
people
exactly.
Don't even
That's
know.
so true. They don't even know that they
Yeah,
have it. They
yeah.
might just gone through
Don't
one
even know.
symptomatic that they don't even know.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Or they may have took a thought and was like, no, maybe I have a
Or,
little
or they'll
something,
grow.
but,
Okay, they'll go. Okay,
it was nothing.
things are
It's in the
different now.
past,
There's
and then
something
just-
wrong.
it
Some
just- yeah.
people will realize that there's something
Yeah.
wrong. A lot of
One
people
day.
don't.
And some
It all
people,
depends.
They get the help when other people tell them. And,
Yeah.
and you know what it works a lot of times is when more than one person tells you.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
When one person tells you, oh,
All
you're
right.
attacking me or this or that. When a totally different person
Yeah.
tells you that doesn't even know the first person.
Yeah.
And says, hey, I see a little something here. Are you okay? That's kind of a wake-up call.
That's
Yeah,
I would
it's-
say so.
To
just like-
some, to a lot of people.
Just like addiction.
To a lot of people.
You got those that will help you with help feed your addiction, and then you get, if you're lucky enough to have friends and family that'll tell you, okay, you're addicted. Look at this. You got to change.
You know, we live in this
Same
country,
story.
the United States of America. People can say, oh, the greatest country, greatest this. This is probably the most stressed out country on the planet.
Oh, I agree with you.
We're 30. Yeah, it is the most stressed out.
Yeah.
It is.
Where people, citizens, are probably some of the most stressed out
Yeah.
on the planet.
Yeah.
On a quality of life
let's put-
index,
in-
I don't remember where we rank now. We're not up there.
We're 37th in healthcare.
Yeah, but I'm talking about
37.
quality of
That's not what we're
life.
talking
Quality
about,
of life.
the
I know, 37. The quality of life, we're not up there either.
The advanced countries where you have a month vacation.
Yeah.
Well, most of Europe, yeah.
Most of Europe, month
It's a
vacation.
whole
It's
different.
they have a month's vacation, paid month's vacation, plus they have an extra month, so they get paid 13 months.
And here,
They get all the holidays. Here, no.
They have the siesta
we have people
time in
that
the middle of the day.
fight to start unions. We have workers against them. You don't need to tell the story of that one again.
Yeah, I'm
But
not
we have
going to.
people that are
Yeah.
against unions, workers against unions,
Yeah.
because they feel, if the employer is doing better off, it's going to benefit me. The better off the employer doesn't mean in a lot of cases it benefits you at all. It's
No, it
just more
doesn't.
money in their pockets. Debt. Take your time. Take your time with that.
Dad,
Don't
go
rush.
ahead, finish.
Don't hurt yourself. Debt. The amount of debt Americans have today compared to 40 years ago.
Oh my gosh.
Healthcare.
Skyrocketed.
Well, the debt start to make up for the lack of increase in income.
Because that's how an economy, a consumer-based economy works, right? People need to buy things. So debt is on the rise. Cost of education. Compare all these things to 20, 30, 40 years ago. Of course, everyone is stressed out. Anxiety, panic attacks, medicated. That tells you everything when more and more people need to be medicated with, I'm not talking about illegal drugs. I'm not talking about, hitting a drug dealer. I'm talking about going to their doctor and being on medication because they can't cope with their daily stress.
Yeah.
And a lot of people can say, well, people, they got addicted to this. And yeah, okay, but things are different today than they were 40 or 50 years ago.
And there's still a reason why people will get addicted.
People, now you threw me off.
People, addiction,
A student debt, a medical issue, the cost,
no, it's all like,
rents, the cost of rent, the cost of homes, the cost of food, everything is going
it
in the wrong
wasn't like
direction.
this. It wasn't like this.
It's all going in the
No,
wrong
You
it's
look
going in the wrong direction.
look at education. I watched a video on YouTube about this woman who, a friend of hers, she's from California. They moved to Portugal to get her master's degree over there.
In Portugal.
Yeah, and a friend of hers also moved to get her medical degree. Her friend was paying 110 euros a year for her education.
Well, I'll explain what 110 euros is.
110 euros
Equivalent
back
to.
then was like $1.22.
There you go.
Here, everything is about money from birth till death.
Yeah.
A birth is expensive and a funeral is as well.
very.
And so is everything in between.
Oh, funerals are a ripoff.
Very
So is
expensive.
everything in between. And when it comes to our government, we don't have money. We just went through negotiating raising the debt ceiling. Cuts where we can. The cuts for the poor, homeless, unemployed. But the military, we're not touching that.
Yeah, we're raising.
Of course, we need a strong military, of course, but there's also price gouging, which we'll discuss it on the other podcast we do, the price gouging going on with military spending. But we don't have money for poor people. We don't have money for this.
We don't have money for
that.
poor people.
We don't have money for universal health care,
We don't have money
which
for
we
school.
could if we wanted to do it. There'd be plenty of money for universal health
Yeah, we
care.
don't. This is where we are.
This is what we're going to do, right? We're going to live the rest of our lives stressed out, more stressed out, our kids more stressed out than us, our grandkids more stressed out than us. Then eventually what's going to happen is when you bend it, you bend something. If you grab a stick and you bend it, you keep bending it. you keep bending it. Eventually, it will
And
snap.
a break.
It will snap. And I think that's where we're headed.
I agree.
And I suggest this, I mean this with all respect, to Mr. Tom Cruise, saying mental illness is not real. I would just respectfully say this, for you to go fuck yourself. Fuck yourself, because I'm going to use that word.
And not in a good way.
Go fuck yourself. And you know what? Say your kids turn out and your wives that had to escape from you.
Yeah.
So you know what? Do your movies. I actually enjoy them. Shut the fuck up about mental illness. Go on your talk shows and all that and show off and do whatever you do, because showing off is your strength. Talking about mental illness is not. You're an idiot. You're a frickin' bonehead. So shut the fuck up until you can explain to millions of people suffering from mental illness how it's not real. When you can do that,
And then, yeah.
then maybe we'll give you an ear, hear you out, see what you have to say. But that's not going to happen because you're an idiot. So from Shannon,
Thank you
John,
for tuning
and Lou
in.
and Lily on the floor.
Billy on the floor.
Thanks for tuning in. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We appreciate the support. And give us a like, too. And leave some comments, too, if you'd like.
Take care.
Take care, everyone, and be well.